YouTube. Today in the Naughty Librarian, I'm doing a Halloween book tag. So it is very nearly Halloween, I'm getting in the mood, I've got my creepy skulls out, I've got my bone shirt, like it's time to get spooky. And I wanted to do a Halloween tag because they're always fun, and I haven't done a book tag in like so long that I really just wanted to do one. So let's just get into this. I'm excited. I haven't done a book tag in like so long. Question 1, carving pumpkins. What is a book you'd like to carve up and set on fire? I mean, this is kind of an easy answer, but I'm gonna say The Mister by E.L James. I did a whole video about this that I called Dumpster Fires, so I mean, that should be enough of a description right now. But yeah, it's a dumpster fire of a book. It's really bad. Like so bad, I don't even want to get into all of the bad. It was just, oh my gosh, how did this happen? You know, say what you want about 50 Shades of Grey, that whole series, it's not great. Like, let's be real. It's not an excellent series, but it is intensely readable. So I've read that series, and like, I read it all. I mean, do I think it's great? No, but it was readable. It was readable as shit. And then this one, oh, I had a hate read through this. Like, oh, it was bad. I didn't even finish it. It was a DNF. I got like 3/4 through and just skimmed. I was like, fuck this. I don't care. I literally don't care what happens to you at all. It was just gross. It was like all of those tropes in romance that everyone's tired of and thinks is stupid. She put them all in this one. It's like the guy who can't control himself. It's like, fuck you, yes you can. It was kind of bullshit how he was saying like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to stop. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna be able to stop? Yes you can. So it was a lot of that kind of talk that's supposed to be sexy, but it was just like, that's very problematic when you think about it. So I'm just getting my blood pressure up right now because I'm thinking about how much I hated this. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I really dislike this book, and I'd carve it up and set it on fire. Accurate description. Question 2, trick or treat. What character is a trick and what character is a treat? Okay, a trick character is Hugh from the Kate Daniels series. His spin-off personal book is Iron and Magic by Ilona Andews. And you know what? Hugh has been the villain in like so many books. And we never really got a good character analysis of him. He was always just like, he is just bad guy. Here he is, bad guy. And then he gets his own book and you're just like, oh my gosh, you've tricked me. He was actually dope. He's kind of more of an anti-hero, and your girl loves anti-heroes. So kind of completely changed my mind about Hugh. Like, I stopped like thinking he was just like a whiny bitch and was just like, you know what? You're allowed to whine for a little bit. They did you dirty, bro. Like, get at it. Like, you can whine. I'm okay with this now. So definitely I was tricked into thinking he was a bad character until he got his own spin-off, and I was like, okay, Hugh, I see you. Like, I like you now. You're cool. You're an anti-hero. So definitely a trick character. I'm gonna say Kaz Brecker is just a treat to read. He is my treat of a character. I finally read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom in 2019. I slept on it for so long, and then like I started reading it, and it was just, it blew my mind how much I'm obsessed with Kaz Brecker as a character. Like, I can't not be obsessed. Like, I have cosplayed as Kaz Brecker. Like, I got into it. Like, hey, I love him so much. So he's just a treat to read. I love how his twisted little brain works. He's definitely another anti-hero type character, which, like, I'm a sucker for completely. And I absolutely love him. Every time there's a Kaz chapter, I'm so excited. Every time Kaz is in the room, I'm so excited. I'm so wrapped with attention about him. So he is my treat to read. I will read anything Kaz Brecker is in. I'm so excited. I love him to bits. So yes, he's my little treat of a character. Question 3, candy corn. What book is always sweet? I'm gonna say Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. It is so sweet. I loved this book. It's definitely on my list of favorite books of 2019. It is so good. Like, look at this. Look at all the tabs. Like, all of the tabs. Like, I could not stop laughing out loud reading this, and it's very swoony and romantic, and it's also like hilarious. It was one of the funniest books I've read this year. I love this to bits, and overall it is very sweet. Like, I loved it. It is an romance. It is like the first son of the President of the United States and then a prince of England. So international controversy, but they're dating. And I loved it intensely. It's so sweet. I recommend this to a lot of people. It's so good. I love it. Not everyone loved it though. I have seen some questionable reviews about it and it made me sad, but I love it and I hope everyone else loves it too because I liked it a lot. Question 4, ghosts. What character would you want to visit you as a ghost? Okay, so this question I feel is very spoilery because you have, like, I don't know if you have to pick a dead character to come back as a ghost, but that's what I interpreted it as. So I'm like, oh, what if people don't know the character's dead in a book? Oh no, oh no. So just be forewarned, there might be a spoiler in my answer. I went with Gabriel from Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I loved Gabriel. He was such a good character. He turns into a mountain lion and he's a fae warrior and he's genuinely so kind. Like, he gives like good dad, you know what I mean? He's like, hey slugger, I'm gonna give you a hug after the hard Little League game. Like, he's also like a deadly warrior, but I feel like he's very like fatherly, kind of. He has this like really like interesting supportive spirit about him. And I really liked him as a character. And you know what? Like, I will admit to, like, getting teary when he died. I was like, no. It was one of those blaze of glory deaths, but you're just like, God damn it. Damn it, Gabriel. Damn it. So, I would want him to come back as a ghost, because I liked him so much, and I felt like, gosh darn it, they killed him off. They killed him off, damn it, and he didn't need to die. So, yeah, I'm bringing him back as a ghost, damn it. Question 5, dressing up in costumes. What is a character you would want to be for a day? You know, I went with Catalina Baylor from Sapphire Flames by Ilona Andews, and I mean, okay, so this is a complicated one because I really, really like Catalina a lot, and I think it would be cool to be her for a day, but I'd like to pick a day where, you know, not everyone's trying to murder her. So it's one of those things. It's a give and take here because she also lives a life of a PI. So, you know, sometimes people try to murder her. Sometimes she gets into some crazy shit. But like overall, I think she's such a cool, interesting, smart character that I just want to like inhabit her brain for a day and like see how she thinks firsthand. So yeah, Catalina Baylor, I want to be here for a day. I think it'd be cool to switch places. Question 6, Witches and Wizards. What is your favorite Harry Potter moment? There are so many moments to choose, but I think a really underrated moment of the whole series is in Deathly Hallows, and it's where Molly Weasley gives Harry her brother's watch because when a wizard turns 17, it's traditional for his family to give him a watch. And Molly is like his surrogate mom, and he's just like, well, you know, I just wanted you to have it still because you're like my son. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like teary thinking about it, and it's like I'm not even reading it right now. It was seriously one of my all-time favorite moments of the series because it's such like a sweet moment, and you don't always get a lot of those sweet moments. There's so much peril happening. I was so bummed they cut it out of the movie because it was honestly my favorite scene. It was one of my all-time faves. So I'm picking that one because it's so underrated and so sweet. And you know, sometimes you just want like a sweet respite from all the peril. So I love that scene so much. Question 7, Blood and Gore. What book was so creepy you had to take a break from it for a moment? You know what? I had to take a break while I was reading The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. And not necessarily because it was creepy, but it certainly was bloody and gory. So I feel like it fits this question. There's different parts, like, you know, like part 1, part 2, part 3. So at the end of part 1, it's very traumatic and like, oh, it was heavy how part 1 ended. Like, it was like emotionally draining to the point where I'm like, I had to take a break. Like, it was a lot. And this is grimdark fantasy. And like, basically I read this because Leanna from Leanna's Librarian and I did a collaboration where we traded books. I gave her fluffy rom-coms, she gave me grimdark. So I read this for that, and I didn't even tell her that I'm like, oh, like that got me. Like, I had to take like a week off. Like, I had to pause because it so was emotionally draining and devastating, that ending of part 1. Good gracious. It was also bloody and gory, that ending, so I feel like it fits the question, but yeah, I had to take about a week off because it was so devastating. So this one got me, so this one I needed a break from. Alright, that was a quick little Halloween tag. I had fun doing it. I haven't done a tag in like a minute, so it was fun getting back into that. And I don't know, the tag didn't say I had to tag other people, so I'm just gonna leave this open. You know what, it's close to Halloween. If you guys want to do a quick Halloween tag, it's only 7 questions. You guys can like get that out in a couple days. You are tagged. You have now found your Halloween tag to do. You're welcome. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have any different answers to these questions? And if so, tell me what they were in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Happy Halloween!